got through to Prime?
Let's hope so, because if I didn't, we're all gonna look like burnt-out toaster ovens.
Folks, welcome back to Magnus's Loot Crate. I am your host, as always, Magnus Deacon. Now, folks, this is one that is very special to me. Today, we are taking a look at the KFC EAVI metal transistor. And this one, folks, is the P4A pure red version. Now, folks, this one says P4B. So we may get a surprise in the middle of this review. But folks, this one's very, very special to me. And I have to tell you why. It's because transistor, I actually already have a transistor. Now they may have fixed it up from the time I got it, but I bought my first one back in 2018 at the Heroes Convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. I found it. It was the very first third-party Transformers toy I ever bought. So folks, that's why this is particularly special to me. So folks, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So folks, here we have the clamshell for the Phase 4 EAVI metal transistor from KFC. Now folks, this is what I like to call classic packaging. It has pretty much everything, all the accessories and everything packed in up front, up close where you can see it. Now folks, I know some of you probably can see that I had to stick a pocket knife down under his feet just to be sure the clamshell would hold up on the turntable. That's one of the things I don't like about clamshells sometimes, because that's kind of annoying. But it's still a nicely packaged bot. I definitely like the way it looks in packaging because it's just all right there, front and center where you can see it. So folks, let's go ahead and take him out of that clamshell, stick him on the turntable, and take a good look at that bot mode.
Hey, run, Blaster! Save yourself!
No way, two can play.
So folks, here is the EAVI metal transistor in his bot mode on the turntable. Of course, he comes with at least one of his little partners in crime. That's Hifi. That's supposed to be KFC's version of Rewind. I'll make my gripes about that particular figure known in the up close and personal, but for right now, those two look really good. I definitely like the way they look, and I'm getting a little bit of nostalgia going here, and I'll give you a heads up as to why when we get up close and personal. But folks, I definitely like the way this guy looks. He's got the blaster vibe, and it's definitely a nice bot. I'm definitely going to be sticking this one on my display rack. Don't you worry about that. But folks, let's go ahead and take him off that turntable, him and Hifi, stick him on the scale, get a little bit more up close and personal. Folks, now that we've taken a look at the bot mode on the turntable, get a little more up close and personal, and we're going to start. First, we have the mini destruction manual for his little Rewind figure. Something that's actually entertaining for once. But this is his destruction manual, but it's also a short comic book that you can actually read and enjoy, and then the destructions are the last 2 pages at the end. That's not bad. That's something I actually enjoyed when I got him the first time. Of course, trading cards, front and back. You have 2 spare heads for the Rewind figure. This thing that they just probably should have thrown in the incinerator before they sent it. These are eyes for light piping. Seriously. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I absolutely hate light piping. Also, he comes these little speaker doodads. You can fold his hand in and then stick them on the back so that you can give him the effect of that time he fought Soundwave and stuck big old speakers on his hands. For the rewind figure, he's got guns.
One for each of you.
And so does Blaster.
One for each of you.
He comes with a toy version head, which I think that was also the head from the comics. I think. I've never really read the comics, but of course, Keith, you know what I love? You sent me the greatest accessory of all time. Yes, folks. They sent a screwdriver. There is the little rewind figure. Now, one thing I've never liked about this rewind figure is the transformation lens to the joints being kind of weird. I can deal with it. It's just, and I will have to admit, he is a little hard to retransform back into cassette mode because you have to remember, okay, wait, I turned his hand back this way to make it, turn it the right way. He's a little bit of a pain in the butt to transform. Finally, folks, there he is. Yeah, buddy, look at that face. That's Blaster if ever I've seen one, folks. He's still, like I said before, he was the very first third-party transformer I had. And just from looking at him, you can see why. Because this is the first Blaster toy I'd ever seen that looked like the cartoon. And I was just excited just from that. But now, folks, there are some warnings I'm going to have to give you, which the playability and the durability are going to suffer just a little bit because of it. Because he has individually articulated fingers. They are on some very tiny ball joints. So you have to be oh so careful because you can break these really easy. So when you're messing with his hands, be careful. Everything else is pretty solid. I mean, oh. Ratchets. Love me some ratchets. Well, folks, that is it for the up close and personal. You know what? Let's go ahead, transform him up, and take a look at that boombox mode.
All right, cover your receptors, Perceptor.
And finally, folks, here is the EAVI metal transistor from KFC on the turntable in his boombox mode. Now, folks, I definitely like the way this looks. Although I've heard some people gripe about the fact that, oh, well, he's just a panel former. Well, folks, sometimes that's necessary to get to the end result. And, so you can give me crap about that all you want to, but sometimes panel forming's a little bit necessary, especially to get just that right look between the bot mode and the, boombox mode. Of course, you know why I might be a little bit biased on that. But folks, I definitely like the way this looks. It looks like, the old school boombox. and it looks good as far as I'm concerned. So, folks, that is it for the KFC EAVI Metal Phase 4A Transistor.
So folks, that is it for the KFC's EAVI Metal Transistor Phase 4. Now, folks, if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Send this to all your friends that might be interested in this particular figure, or hell, any of the figures that I review on this channel. Don't forget to take a dip down into the comments. Let me know what you think of this particular bot. Don't forget to go down into the description, take a look at the Magnus merch. Always fashionable. And other such links that I have in there, like my social media and other people that have helped me out with this channel. And folks, I will see you next time.
Has the Imperial Magistrate reached a verdict? I have.
Find these figures and more at ShowZStore. Links in the description.